Oh shit! All right. See this line of the desk line? You gotta line it with this one.
We know you press live.
We're live now, yeah. Third portion.
Bring it back a little bit.
Finally. We live.
We live.
Hey, we live.
We are live. Listen, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I am your girl, Miss Basketball. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is Digital Roses Do Not Die. Okay? I had to be very clear about it, and I'm so excited because I got the man, the myth, the legend himself right here. We get to dive into the album. We get to talk about how you made the process with this album, and we get to dive in your personal life.
Oh,
right. We got to figure out what's been going on. It's been a whole pandemic. It's a whole panoramic outside.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. So really quick, thank you so much for taking this time out to give everyone a dope listening experience. I've been jamming all night.
Thank you kindly.
I mean, I have literally been jamming all night. I know that they're gonna love this album, but I have to ask, and I know the people want to know. Are you nervous?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, so for me, it's like I haven't dropped a new album since I would say 2019, right? Musically, we all went through a lot, and so I put a lot into this album. Shout out to all the musicians that I was able to work with, and I'll mention their names as we go on. And but yeah, of course, man. For me, it's everybody of music. I'm always nervous and excited, and for me, that just proves I still care. I still got the same passion, the same hunger, and it's always gonna be like that. It never changes.
And you can hear it in the music. I'm super excited. You want to just go ahead and jump right into it?
Oh yeah, I mean, so the first record I'll be playing literally is the intro of the album. It's called Fire Skip, and it pretty much brings the idea of the fire that you have when you first meet somebody. You first introduced to somebody, and you just want to impress them so bad. So let me go over to my DJ booth real quick.
Y'all get ready, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
We got DJ K.R.I.T in the building tonight.
DJ K.R.I.T in the building one time. Hold on 1 second. We trying to make sure everything right.
So this is gonna set the tone for the entire album.
Yes, it will set the tone for the entire album. It sure will. And you can also meditate to this if you just feel like it. Let's turn that up one time. We got Dutch on the EQ.
This is fire, like fire. The flame of it all, the hope, our passion, cast the stain of it all. The you could be, but if we're not what we should be, love and pain of it all. We should film or take a picture, but keep it original. Cause who needs filters when digital roses don't die?
Who needs filters when digital roses don't die? Now, I like filters. I'm just saying, I like filters.
I understand.
But when it comes to a relationship,
yes,
that really, like, I was like, yo, that's super deep.
Yes.
Because it's like you don't have to have filters when you're first meeting somebody, you're first getting ready to know somebody. So, before we jump all the way into it, what are the 4 elements of love? And you talk about it in this album.
Yes, definitely. It's fire, earth, water, and wind.
Ooh.
Yes. And I think as far as how relationships normally flow, it's that lust you first feel when you meet somebody, you want to impress them so badly. And then from that point, it's finding the groundedness of yourself, and that's the earth part. That's when you start to realize, like, I really want to spend more time with this person. I really want to put everything else to the side and prove to this person that this is where I want to be. And I feel like the water part is when you find the flow. That's when you you know that person enough. It's like, all right, we ain't got to go out every weekend. We ain't got to do nothing crazy. We can kick it, be relaxed. But with that, in the form of becoming comfortable is when the wind happens. That's when you start looking at this person, the turbulence, and you're like, man, is this the person I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this really what I want? And from that, you make the life-changing decision whether to stay or leave.
So you about to take us on a whole journey.
Oh, yes.
So can we get into one of my favorite songs?
Okay, what you talking about?
South Side of the Moon.
Oh, I mean, yes, that is the next record. No problem. You know what I'm saying? DJ K.R.I.T on the ones and twos. Yes. Shout out to DJ Camper who produced this record. Michael White, engineered by Wolf, mixed it. Let's go.
I'm from Southside of the moon. She from NY, see you soon. I'm from Southside of the moon. She in LA for a time. Reach out when I fly, told her, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. Got the spaceship finished. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm from 300. She from 106 and Park. BT uncut. I used to see her in the dark. She had gold chains, bangle earrings, and some gold rings. Could've killed me softly, but she let her soul sing. Unplugged. I showed it's always better with a sword and a waist. That he is showing out without showing up. I got you, baby. Cause you'll be there when we in the club. Back on, and you boo. I swear I did it just for us. I'm from Southside of the moon. She from NY, see you soon. I'm from Southside of the moon. She in LA for a time. Reach out when I fly, told her, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. Got the spaceship finished. I'ma be there in a minute. She had gin and juice when I landed. Miss you much like Janet. Grammy party with the camper. I really couldn't plan it. This shit crazy though. I forgot to hit them up. Security stopped me but let me in. That's California love. Nah, I ain't mad at everything. Recognize my face. I still smile in this mansion. Thuggin' cause I get around. All eyes on you when you in the town. You marathon, I run you down. Holla if you hear me when you in the side. I'm from Southside of the moon. She from NY, see you soon. I'm from Southside of the moon. She in LA for a time. Reach out when I fly, told her, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. I'm like, hold up. I'ma be there in a minute. Got the spaceship finished. I'ma be there in a minute.
DJ K.R.I.T on the ones and twos. Yes.
So wait, time out. I really have to ask you this.
Okay.
So did you actually go to a party where you was going to meet this girl and they didn't know who you were?
I feel like that was every party I went to, and they weren't playing no Southern music.
Oh,
when
man.
I wasn't in the South. So it was once again another introduction. Going to these places like, man, they ain't playing no UGK,
Yeah.
they ain't playing no Outkast, no 8-Ball MJG, no 3 Cent Mafia. But I also was able to learn different codes and what songs that was popping at the time, and so I was able to go back into the lab and be like, yeah, I need something this tempo.
Add a little
this
flavor
vibe.
to it.
Yes.
So who
definitely.
helped you produce this song?
Well, no, DJ Camper produced that record.
Okay.
And that's the homie, man. Every time we get in and we come up with something crazy as far as records is concerned. Shout out to Engineer by Wolf. Michael, mixed it. And so, yeah.
Ooh, that's
so
one of my jams.
I ain't had to do nothing but write. You feel me? I just let the homie play records, and I was like, that's the one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, when the tour is getting ready to happen, right? So
Yes.
when he performs this song, I need everybody to go crazy. I need production to have the lights go like this.
Oh, okay. So
Like, hold up.
I'ma be there in a minute.
Like,
I'm like, hold up.
Yes, I need them to go crazy because
Yes.
that's my part. Because
Yes.
I was literally through the house like, hold up.
I'm gonna be there in a minute.
That song is so dope. All right, so you got to tell me about the next song, and that is
Yes,
Show You
Show
Right.
You Right. I just wanted to make something funky. Like, I wanted some funk, something that I could just ride around. I'm talking about just do circles, old school, just don't have nowhere to go. And just be roller skating. I think this record is I think this record sums that up completely. And I mean, we all found ourselves just wanting to go outside so much last year and the year before that. So this is one of those records. And in the same breath, I get to talk about the musicians that actually helped on this record. Shout out to Ashanti the Mad Violinist, Jared Alexander on bass, Mike Harnett on guitar. Shout out to J Brab on keys. LA even added some keys in this too. Shout out to Mo Dre doing talk box on this record. So it was a collective group of people worked on this song. Show You Right.
It sounds amazing. Just listen to the melody. Listen to everything.
As DJ K.R.I.T goes over into the booth.
DJ K.R.I.T in the building.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Shout out to Wallace Sport. DJ DiBiase.
I'm prepared to I won't tell you what it's gonna be. all on my line, blowing me up all of the time. Yeah, I know you're dying to creep. You tell me anything I want just to hit sweet. I got rooms, got dough, got kids to the cab with a boo. Talking under the light, showing you right. Got you in the back of the leg, hitting spot. Ooh, big ball and G. Drop, bring out all the freeze. But you all I need. Anywhere you wanna go, just sit back and enjoy the show. If I hit you, gotta know you never, ever, ever, ever let go. Show you better than I tell you. I'm prepared to. I won't tell you what it's gonna be. Show you better than I tell you. I'm prepared to. I won't tell you. Let go, go, the whole go. Doing what you wanna do, back with a slab or two. Play at the low, the married souls could never have nothing on you. Ice with the lemonade, how we chill when we chop and bleed. Diamonds with the golden chains, the swing the game. Screen turned down flame, high enough like who needs a plane. High enough like we got some wings. Coming down, we put them to shame. Ace of blowing, we super cool. I'm the one with funk in the groove. You're the one that God sent me to. Now baby, tell me what we gon' do. Show you better than I tell you. I'm prepared to. I won't tell you what it's gonna be. Show you better than I tell you. I'm prepared to. I won't tell you. Let go, go, the whole go in. Get longer. Let go, go, the whole go in. Get longer.
So we going to Cascade?
Yes, I
We
can't. Yeah. I
We
work
gotta-
the booth. I work the booth though, cause yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Nope.
Time out.
Nope. I don't want to get into it. I want to talk
we
about.
gotta get into it.
I don't want to talk about.
Because this is the perfect song.
Yeah.
We can like roll
Roller
out
skate,
to.
yeah.
Yes, and we
And
can
I-
go
and
skate, and we can do tricks, and I already got the moves down.
I give the skates out to people.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't hold on.
Nope.
Time out.
Mm-mm.
Let's.
I'm
Guys,
I'm
we
there.
gotta-
I'm there. I'm at Cascade. I be there, but I give the skates out to people.
You give the skates out.
Yeah, I'm not going.
So wait, you can't skate?
God damn it, man! I kept giving you a gang of hints to let you know I'm there.
You there?
I'm there.
But we can. You know they have like the little thing.
trainer
that you can
wheel
hold on.
skates?
No, not
Oh,
even
I've
the
seen
trainer
those
wheel
too.
skates. We gonna give you the little triangle that you hold on to.
That ain't
And
no. I'm gonna just give out skates. I'm good, man. I think
You got
that's.
to vibe out to it
I'm gonna be vibing
in the
back there
ring. In the ring.
with the throw out, all that. I got you.
that's perfect.
I got you. Mm-mm.
Oh my. Okay, so
Everybody
look,
know bones don't heal fast when you get older.
you're not that old. So listen, we gotta figure out some type of way to get him some lessons.
Oh, okay. We gonna do that.
Yeah.
Now we gonna
We're
go to.
evolving
We finna
here.
go to social media. And we gonna get K.R.I.T some skating lessons.
Yes, and we're gonna film
I'm with it.
all.
We can film that.
That's
I'm
the
a quick learner.
perfect. That's the perfect song. I
Yes.
mean, it's perfect for roller skating.
Yes.
It's perfect for vibing in your house.
Yeah.
It's perfect for when you riding to your old lady house.
There
You
you
like,
go.
listen, what it's gonna be?
There
Because
you
I
go.
can show you
You
better than I can tell you. So
I
what's
won't
up?
fail you.
What's up?
Mm.
Come on now.
Yes. We can do
So
that.
this next song. This
You done
next.
threw me off. Hold
when I
up,
got
I'm
into the
like,
skating,
God damn,
I got you to the
man.
skating. That's
Yes.
what it is.
Yes.
Now the next song I like
Okay.
because this is more of a real chill song.
Yes.
I mean that's kind of like your personality.
Mhm.
And one of the things I really love about this album, you get to hear all of your personalities, which is not many, because you're really even keel.
No, I mean, yeah. No.
You have your turn up, but then
Yes.
you have your very mellow and you
Yes.
chill.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So this next song
Okay.
I like because it gives us a little bit more about who you are.
Okay, well, yeah, and so what people know me for making real turned up car songs,
Mm-hmm.
or like something that's super slab. And shout out to Texas for a lot of influenced me a lot
Yeah.
with that culture. So for me, I wanted to create a car record, but it really wasn't about being in your car, but if I was a component in a car.
But I felt like I should have had a Jerry curl
and
and a cigarette and sitting on the side and a cutlass.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
With some hydraulics on it and my arm out the window. I'm telling you, this next song makes me feel like that.
Okay, well, let's get into Roll Clean, ladies and gentlemen. But on top of that, I tried to make the record as if I was dice hanging out, like literally hanging in the window. And I was just trying to holler at like the car in a sense. Lord Jesus. She said a curl.
I'm trying to curl everything with a cigarette and a cutlass. Come on.
And a cutlass.
Yes, riding real slow.
Lord.
I probably hug on a curb and scrape the ground when I swing, dodging potholes when I swerve, wrecking some roads and it's true. Not a pebble in my groove, in the beat with the bumper, cause it's screw when I move. Elevated, modulated with adapter. Now the riding smooth as stature, take a picture, that's a shine. You should capture with a flick of flame. Power the trunk and bang, I be throwed in the game. Mine. Have you ever rolled clean? Top, don't fall low when it crawls on the scene. High in the sky till the night falls. Talking money on the clock, ain't not a spot I was a real, I shine my light on the reel and woke the fuck them loud to show them just how I feel and fall in love with a chrome lady and probably have chrome babies cause we got a and again, if they couldn't fade it, close but separated. I know, but the neat arms around me, so I go. I'm like the best edition, like who really needs an engine? I smile, they wave in the distance, like mine. Have you ever rolled clean? Top, don't fall low when it crawls on the scene. High in the sky till the night falls. Money on the clock, ain't gotta stop.
See, that's a great song that I can.
I feel you though, but I just think I'm just trying to.
The
cutlass, first off, that's a heavy car. So
it is.
You
but I'm smoothing
okay.
with the Jerry curls and the cigarette.
25 miles per hour at the most in order to ride smooth in the cutlass.
That's it.
I respect it, but the Jerry curl and the cig, and the cigarette and the whip, goddamn.
So we're in this section of we're getting to know each other, and we're going through
impress.
this.
You want to impress the person.
I want to show you better than I can tell you. I want to prove to you that hey, you need to be rocking with me.
Have you ever rolled clean? Like, have you ever been in a car like this? Have you ever experienced these kind of meals? Like, you want to impress. Have you ever seen this kind of fabric? Yeah.
You know what kind of fabric this is?
This kind of fabric.
Feel is this? What this is? Velvet?
Yeah, velvet. This is, alpaca. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And so, and I think we all do that because it's the superhero side of ourselves wanting to come out in the beginning.
Yeah, you want to put your best foot forward.
You sure do.
So with that being said, I want to switch gears a little bit. Can you tell me, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
When did I fall in love with hip hop? Lord Jesus.
When you had that feeling, that first feeling like, ooh, this fire inside of me.
Lord Jesus. It had to be listening to Scarface in my dad's car, maybe Southside, and bass, and just feeling the vibration.
Yeah.
And when you were a kid and you in the back of your pop's car or any of your cousin's car back then, and you are totally out of control of the situation in the front of the car with the tweeters and how loud they decide to play the music, there's one or two things gonna happen that you're gonna be freaking out because the bass is shaking you. You're gonna be like, yo, this is one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And I think experiencing that with my father, even the Bone Thugs and Harmony, because he played, it's just, and just that was like, oh man, this is awesome. And I could, from that point, is wanting to have my own car, wanting to play the music that I wanted to play.
Yeah.
And it just kept spiraling, and I became an artist in the midst of all that.
And it just ended up all working out.
Yes.
So when did you know hip hop loved you back?
Oh man, wow, that's hard to say. I know there was one particular moment I was performing Children of the World, 2010, Spring Street. We had a performance, and me and Big Sean was on stage, and it was like I think it was like a K.R.I.T was here listening show or something like that. And Children of the World went off, and people were rapping the acapella part, and I was like, oh okay.
Yo,
we
really
made it. We
yeah.
did it. I was in awe. 'Cause I was like, damn, man, this is that was the first time I had ever experienced that. And it was an interview that Lil Wayne did about it. Before that, I was like, yo, when they start saying your words, that's when you know you're on to something.
So now we're into this part to where we settle, right?
Yes.
We're settling
What's the
our
earth?
feet.
Well, you're not even
our
when
feet
you're
are
grounded.
planted.
You're
Yeah, 'cause we're
grounded.
in
You
earth.
started grounding yourself. Yes. And this is an experience in itself. When you decide you're gonna put all the player stuff aside, you're gonna really start putting in the effort to not only be yourself, but to really please the person you're with.
Because now you have not necessarily obligation, but now you have a responsibility because you like this person and you're interested in this person, and you just showed them better than you can tell them. So now,
and they didn't roll clean.
They didn't roll clean,
and you kept the car clean.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
So now it's time to kind of take a little easy little trip down to
the earth side of yourself.
The earth side of yourself. Yeah.
And we're gonna get into that part. The musical bed of this is amazing. Once again, shout out to all the musicians I was able to work with. Shanti Man, violinist, Jay Brab, Jared Alexander, Mike Hartnett, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Modre, Roland. Yeah, here we go. Just a skit though, earth skit. Let's go. DJ Big K.R.I.T on the ones and twos. Yeah.
This is earth, like earth. The groundedness of it all, feet surely planted no more head in the clouds of it all. Swords secures our balance and mountains are our crowns. We are stable. No more shifting of tectonic plates, just concrete shards from the base. We should film it or take a picture. Keep it original, cause who needs filters when digital roses don't die?
I had to hit the note at the end.
Look at that note.
I mean, I had to.
Yes.
I literally, when I was listening to it, it made me feel good. Yeah. And I think that's what music is supposed to do. Yes. It's supposed to put you in a space to where you feel good. Sometimes you want to be angry. Sometimes you want to be mad. And music does that to you. Yeah. But listening to Earth, I was like, I feel like I feel comfortable, right? Yeah. That's when you're meeting this person. It's like, dang, now I know I like you. I know you like me too. Yeah. Where are we going from here?
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
It did it for me.
Okay. So, look, hey, we got yo.
So with that being said, Come Out and Play.
Yes.
Tell me about Come Out and Play.
Oh yeah, Come Out and Play is once again you've rolled clean and you've expressed the fact that like you can show the person you're with better than you can tell them. And then it's really it's really about the pleasing aspect, about like really getting to know this person and learning them not only mentally but physically as well. And it's even the fact when it came to creating the record, the tempo of the song is actually 69 as well. Because I wanted to really embed every idea I could, not only sonically, but even the vibration aspect of the vocalizer that we were able to use on my vocal and to create a vibrator sensation synth aspect with that. So it's a very exciting record for me to put out, and definitely enjoy it as you ride around in your car or whatever you do in your personal life. Come out to play. Yes.
I love it. So DJ K.R.I.T. on the
Oh yeah, I can definitely play that record for y'all. And do enjoy the firework things that happen at the end.
And if you guys are enjoying it, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, definitely.
Ain't nobody doing that in this. No, this is not about that at all.
I know it ain't. I have to have the outfit on.
No, you're not. This is not no. Stop it. Oh no, this is all those things. Yeah, all of those things. And fireworks is climax mode. Yeah, we're not outside. This is not But that's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be playing all of this.
This is where you get ready to climb in. And then, you sniff liquor. You drink it.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh, you ain't right. I'm thinking it's my own.
If it's right here,
So, please in the comments tell us how you feeling about this record. Because I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what I was feeling. So I've listened. I have listened to this at least 10 times. And not one time did I even think that it was what it was, what it was doing when it was doing when it was what it was doing. So explain to me and to us what Come Out to Play is actually really all about. Because if y'all, I thought it was two people meeting and coming to hang out. Now we put the representatives away. We know each other.
Yeah.
But it's more of.
But we already hung out. we roll clean. I can show you better than I tell you.
Yes. I mean, but the fight.
South side of the moon.
Yeah. So tell us what Come Out to Play is actually really all about.
Oh, we have a room full of people in here, guys. This is an amazing experience.
When he's
I mean, first off, the spelling for some that will get it. Secondly, but it's once again becoming intimate and understanding of the person that you with, not only mentally but physically, and then listening to those patterns and movements, and then being very accurate with how you then recreate what they like into a climactic firework situation. Yes, come out to play. Tempo is 69. Did that on purpose. Because I think there's a great BPM for these kinds of records. Yes, and it's a clean song. How
It
about
is.
that?
It is very clean.
Yes,
Yet.
but I definitely wanted to make sure the vocalizer that I was using created a vibrator effect vocally for me with the words that I was saying in order to then reiterate, to let people know what I was trying to accomplish with this song.
Oh, you accomplished
It's
it.
very artistic.
It is very.
It's very beautiful.
Because I had
record.
no idea.
And it just lends so much time to learn the person you with and to enjoy them in
while
a very
you're in this
climactic and firework way.
All right, so we're gonna go to Just For You.
Oh yeah, see, and this is why Just For You is the perfect song to go next, because if once it works out, when you come out to play, then the next step is to
when you come out to play, be ready
to dedicate yourself just for them, because you will want to after that. DJ Big Crit on the ones and twos, coming to you live, Southside of Mondale's Rose. Don't die, you know what it is.
Just for you, you would stop playing hard again. Just for you, you would give up on the nonsense. Just for you, you would let you meet my mama now. My mama dudes. Play up, play up, play up, play up, play up, yeah. Let's just say I give up my gators. Tailor-made suits, different flavors. Got my Cadillac soul, no more swinging in the road. Drive the speed limit, waiting at the neighbors. Let's just say I went and called my player partners. No more hollering at the boppers. If they bopping, I can't hang around. We take a picture, IG and Facebook, and I tweet it just to show that we're coming now. You ain't stop playing hard, just for you. You ain't give up on that nonsense. Just for you. You ain't let you meet my mama. My mama dudes. Play up, play up, play up, play up. Let's just say I give up my late night call to free. I stopped in the corner, no more hanging in the street. I give up my time, spend it rolling with the deep. I'm only for you and only you, I play the keys. To keep me on my toes, you know I'm on my bed, but hey, I gave up all that plan just so we could do it, match. We can buy all, you can shop, I get the pay. I spend it all, spend it all. Just for you, you stop playing hard. Just for you, you give up on that nonsense. Just for you, let you meet my mama. My mama dudes. The love here is real, I ain't flocking with them pigs. I'm done with the mac and cheese, over for these chickens. I'm finally out the game, I'm ripping up the player card, might just get a ring. Take a knee and do it, Lord, you done met my mama, so you knowin' that it's true. Plenty bags, pouring slam, better how come with it too. Elevated to the top, get a key for the lock. Ain't no love for them bops, all this love that we got, no one playing games.
Right. So you thinking about rings?
Yes.
She met your mom.
Oh man. Yeah, you meet family members, it's real on and popping. You meet Mom Deuce, it's like, what? It's real.
So it's real.
It's real.
So it's so real that we gotta jump into this next song.
Oh yeah.
One of my other favorites.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah.
And this is your actual single right now.
Whoa. See? I went, hold on, DJ. Oh. Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, but I gotta give a shout out to Ralph Parhelium, mixed on these records too. So like those records that I just played, I gotta give a shout out to
Do it.
Yeah.
We gotta show everybody love.
Yeah, so we can get into So Cool.
One of my favorite songs.
Hold on, dog.
Here we go.
I get hot like a skillet. Thinking about money in the building. On the phone with the nigga in the building. If the bank had a cap, I would build it. Like really, trying to get millions. Get a bigger high view, so vivid. A couple cars, you can come with it. You think materials make it sound silly. Like really, you so how would you so good? You say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that money. think I might run. I'm feeling lucky, so I might play the numbers. I'm on the come up, gotta get mine. Before the toe tech folk run, I need 10, 20, 50s and 100s.
I mean, it only happens
Being reset fun. I
man feel
wonder how
like
it gets so good.
I'm comfortable. I don't have to do no more. And so it's like it goes back and forth so much. But it normally is about the very basic interaction you have with somebody. And to the part where you really are as a individual. You're not trying to impress them. And if you're trying to impress them, you're always fucking it up.
Y'all know this motherfucking song.
How I get so cool.
Y'all know this song. So we ain't gotta go to the bridge.
Listen, so you know when you perform that, with your tour is coming up,
Yes.
starting off in April.
Yep.
You gotta like cut the music and let everybody sing it.
I
You gotta let everybody
I've been
sing
doing,
it.
I'm a vet. I've been doing this for some years.
For
Don't
some
give
years?
them. Do not give them the
Don't give
actual
nothing.
dynamics of the show.
I'm
You
just
know, like they're gonna
I'm
be
just
waiting
over
for
here
it now.
suggesting
Now
stuff.
they know.
I'm just
They're
over
gonna be
here
waiting
suggesting
for
stuff.
the breakdown.
So we've got to the part to where we had, you know, we went through the whole fire part. We're excited.
and
We
the
went through
grounded
earth.
part.
Now we grounded.
Yep.
Now to the part to where it's like, ooh, it's water.
The water, yes, and that's the part where everything's flowing. You get to know the person, and you become very comfortable with the things you even didn't know about them. But that's cool though. You deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play. This is Water, the skit for this bed part of the album. Give me 1 second. JP Crit on the ones and twos. Once again, shout out to all the musicians that I actually was able to work with on this album. Thank you kindly. I will be renaming everybody on this motherfucker.
Going to your happy place.
Yeah. And that was the
Yeah. That's literally what it is.
yeah. And it sets me up to be able to when I go back into records, I can line up to certain songs.
This is water, like water, water, the purest form of it all. As we reflect on the tears that form rivers in our interactions, the dewdrops of love that water our passion. The flame dies, the ground moves, the flame blows. We let the positive hydration be our caption. When we film, when we take pictures, with or without each other, with or without filters, forever original. 'Cause digital roses don't die.
We ain't gonna waste no time, Shawty. Hold on.
I'm boring and you love it.
Cause the rent paid.
I'm boring and you love it.
Maybe we can hang out one day.
I'm boring and you love it.
I still hold it down like a king should.
I'm boring and you love it.
You know, cause it's stick good. Never want a life for the party, oh yes I know. I'd rather be at home on the couch watching TV shows. I always find it funny when we out hanging with your friends. They talk about adventures and places and pictures. I'm so boring, well, the boring side of me. I'm on the story side too. I'm through the story side of me. Through the story side of me. I'm boring and you love it. I'm boring and you love it. maybe we can hang out one day.
I'm boring and you love it.
I still hold it down like a king should.
I'm boring and you love it.
You know, it's stick good. Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I like getting it on from the 9 to the 8, yeah. But the line at the lounge and the overpriced round costs more than the payment. My IG page, I barely post on it. My modern ways, I never did flown it. No photo play, cause I was too hungry. All my memories are not recorded.
Boring side, boring, boring, story side, boring, story side, boring side. I'm boring and you love it.
Cause the rent paid.
I'm boring and you love it.
Maybe we can hang out one day.
I'm boring and you love it.
I still hold it down like a king should.
I'm boring and you love it.
You know, cause it's stick good.
Woo!
Yes.
All right, so real quick. I know you try to speak for the guys because it's super relatable.
Yeah.
Are you really boring?
In a sense of what I think, yes. But apparently, after having a conversation with you, I am not all that boring, and everything that I do is type exciting to do. But for me, it's like I'm still a low key person. I enjoy bowling and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like trails and working out and gaming and shit. So to most people, I might be boring. But my 20s was crazy. So I enjoy kicking it, you know, touring and chilling and all that, eating good. Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking my little vegan meals and shit.
Your vegan meals.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I can dig it. I can dig it.
Change it up.
So this sounds like a natural progression for you.
Yes.
And it seems like it's been a little bit, overdue per se, right?
Thank
so,
you.
with that being said, why album number 12?
Oh shit! Why not? I mean, not only did I spend a lot of time in the house, I decided to just be as creative as I wanted to.
Yeah.
And people have known me to sing on my records, and in the beginning it was because I didn't have anybody to feature to sing on them. At this point, it's like they're not tripping on how I sound.
Yeah.
And so I'm singing in a way where everybody can sing it. Yeah, I'm not doing the craziest riffs.
Yeah.
But for me, it means something, and I think people can hear the passion.
Yeah.
And so it's me and how I feel. So why not sing it?
I was going to say, it sounds like you. I mean, that's who you are. You always mix in a little singing with a lot of rapping.
I definitely do, but
And
this
now
time it was a lot of singing.
we switched it up.
A little bit of rapping.
We switched it up, but I like it. So let's get into the next song.
Okay, then.
Because I have that question. Would it really matter?
Would it
matter? Would it matter?
Let's go into this. We're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Because you already know what I'm going to say.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You the second verse.
You know what I'm going to say. Well, y'all listen to it.
You the second verse.
Here we go.
If I'm on it 9 to 5, I just working, and I never could afford you a burger. Tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you? If the car drive just stay on the service, and the windows didn't come with a curtain, tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you? My phone ain't chirping, I'm never serving. Bill Flipper, I never serve it. They jigging, I'm probably clerking. With this last, I'm not for certain. They out, I make a way. I go back to school. If it's cool, I go major in real estate. Buy a bigger play for you and I. Living with my parents ain't that glamorous, but it'll keep us by. You a super trooper, kind of queen that I can't do it. I bring the things I promise. Can't be show like Nostradamus. What if we never buy it all? Just be honest. If I'm on it 9 to 5, I just working. And I never could afford you a burger. Tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you? If the car drive just stay on the service, and the windows didn't come with a curtain, tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you? Now they put it rolling, faces, jiggle, bitty, Dr. Lady, tell the feds and private planning, border, y'all off in the game and blow them bad. Pop them tags, show your Send her to try, going on live, just a splurge on them broke chicken that can't get their head in it ain't near. They ain't different with Chanel, but activities never fail. What the cut is this? That but there you can tell. If we never buy it, always you love me for real. If I'm on it 9 to 5, I just working, and I never could afford you a burger. Tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you? If the car drive just stay on the service, and the windows didn't come with a curtain, tell me, would it matter to you? Would it really matter to you?
Nobody gonna like it.
So we're having the conversation of would it actually really matter?
Yes.
And I'm like, of course. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you.
I get it, yo.
Because I feel like you don't want to get comfortable, right?
And
what tends to happen in a relationship as we're moving through this relationship and this journey you're taking us on in this album, you get comfortable.
You can.
That fire dies down, right? We're already went through earth, and now we just chilling, and it's like, ooh, it's water. We flowing. We letting everything flow, and it's like, hey, don't lose that edge.
But you gotta peep the fire that you had in So Cool, and he's like, well, why are you so cool? You don't really need that money.
Yeah.
So it's a derivative of still chasing balance in a sense, and depending on how you start off in your relationship, it creates a narrative to keep going and keep pushing. So if it was still like, oh, it's lust is fire, then once that fire dies and you start, that ain't there no more, then you still trying to figure out how do I keep it how it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
If you be yourself in the beginning, then you ain't got to keep nothing. You just being yourself. So I mean, come on now,
Come on,
because you were telling me you don't need that money.
Listen, at first I was, and then these bills started racking up.
You still taking.
We need that money.
The bills was being paid. We just was bored. Now see, look at that. Look at God.
See what I mean? That's why I know your dad taught you that.
No,
That's why this next song is generational.
Generational Way Down. Very important. This is 2 records in one, actually. Generational Way Down is the understanding that however, again, you might have been raised or the circumstances of your life can affect your children or the idea of having children, because you don't want to pass down a negative component that you may realize in yourself later on in life and how that might impact your relationship. Moving forward. Yeah. And we still in the water part, guys. Let's go. Big K.R.I.T. Third Court represent all day, every day. Disney Rose Don't Die coming out very, 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 very soon. What you did, Dutch?
There you go. Look what you did.
Apples might fall from trees, but what if it's a chip off the whole block? Clouds where the sun can reach. What if he's a chip off the whole block? Highs but the lows run deep. What if she's a chip off the whole block? Torn between you and me. What if it's a chip off the whole block? What if I ain't meant to be a parent? What if I'm a lost soul damaged? What if I can't slow down the throttle? What if I can't put down the bottle? What if I'm gone and relapse and my darker days come back and all of our happy days don't last and all of these things I somehow pass? I don't wanna bring a life into a world that lies about the wrongs that rise and have to shield their eyes. I'm scared they'll see, I'm scared they'll repeat. What if our love divides, we break it off at night? My baby holds me tight, I have to say goodbye. I'm scared they'll see, I'm scared they'll repeat me. Apples might fall from trees, but what if it's a chip on the whole block? Clouds where the sun can reach. What if he's a chip on the whole block? Highs but the lows run deep. What if she's a chip off the whole block? Torn between you and me. What if it's a chip off the whole block? Keep you way down, way down. Say you say, even if we are faithful, sometimes little flames out, flames out. Say you say, why would I be awake, girl?
song, those two songs, put me in a place of, you had me thinking at first, like, dang, the things that we go through, right? And sometimes we don't even know that we've inherited that from our families. Yeah. It's like, why do I move the way I move? But it's been passed down.
Generation.
The apple doesn't fall, as they say, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Yeah. And then you have another side to where I felt like I'm like, well, I'm about to cry. Like, why I feel like my heart
it's hurting. It's hurting.
Because I feel like I've been in that place to where I felt weighed down.
Yes.
So have you ever been in a space to where you felt weighed down and that you felt like you maybe had some generational curses that kind of birthed inside of you? You're like, wait a minute, man, where did this come from?
Yeah, I mean, because when you grow up, especially thinking that money is going to change everything, right? And then you're not really paying attention to what your elders have done, because they might have had the most of everything, but they were able to not only raise kids, but it was happiness, Christmas, birthday parties, and it wasn't a lot financially, but it was a different kind of warmth that you never experienced. And when you finally go find financial freedom, but that warmth doesn't exist, and it changes your narrative, and then you think, man, well, I need to get more, and you start getting more and more, and it's like, no, and so it all is a roundabout of what people found important or how you was raised, and then trying to change that narrative. And so for me, the generational aspect is like, if I do have a child, I really want to figure out a way to change the narrative and show them a different way and what's more important. And then the fear that, what if I fail at it? You know what I'm saying? And then that can create a different kind of perspective if you're thinking about having a child with someone else and they ready and you're like, man, I don't really know about the world, about how I feel. I'm still young, but what if I'm not responsible? What if I'm still selfish? And all these questions come up in the midst of being in a relationship.
So have you ever been in a relationship to where you felt weighed down?
I mean, yeah, but it was more the process is because I'm one of those people that I feel like I'm gonna work until everybody's good. Like everybody's good, and I neglect whatever I may be feeling.
I was gonna say, so what about you?
Yeah, and so a large part of that, and I talked about that in a lot of my music and my career, is about leaning on my vice, or I'm working on music, or I'm always on tour, and I'm not really taking care of myself mentally or emotionally because I'm trying to take care of everybody else. And then once I crash, everything shuts down. But it could have been a conversation, it could have been a call, or like, you know what, I don't feel like working this month, or I need a week off. And these things can actually change the patterns that you've become accustomed to, because we so used to working and not talking about our feelings.
Yeah, and trying to change the narrative, like you said, trying so hard, whatever that void that we had in our lives, to where our parents made us feel like, dang, if they did it with little money and it was happiness and we didn't know they were struggling, and then here I am now with all this money and I still felt like, wait, I'm missing something.
It ain't enough designer clothes in the world to feel that void.
Come on now.
So
come on now.
Yep.
So let's just jump right into our next part of our relationship.
This is the win part.
This is the win, to where it's like, what
you gotta make some choices and decisions, and look at how you've been living your life, reflect on how you've been started your relationship, and then grow and learn from it, whether it stayed or it went. All right, this is win. Let's go. Shout out to all the musicians I work with one time.
One time for the one time.
Let's go.
Shout out to everybody in YouTube.
Everybody. But I'm gonna name everybody again. It's the wind skin.
This is wind, like wind. The turbulence of it all, the subtle breeze that becomes the wolf's call. Howling through our settled home, cracking our communication, elevating our tone. No longer a gentle whisper, the ground moves, the flame dies. We still feel, we take pictures, unoriginal, as our smiles become filters. Cause digital roses don't die.
Going to the next one.
I mean, we might as well, but if you want to give us a little bit about that, the feeling, right, of having to, dang it, man, we just had this fire.
Yeah.
We just went through. I
Yeah.
let you meet my mama.
Yeah.
I let you meet my friends.
Yeah.
Now you know I'm born.
Yeah.
I done kicked off my feet.
Yeah.
But now we got to make some decisions.
Yeah, and I feel like all those people are great features
Yeah.
on the album. But the idea is when you're in a relationship, is you and the person you with, and that is an album that y'all created together, and that's another reason why I'm the only male feature singing on this album. And shout out to Rolyn because she is the only female unison with me on the skits and singing on this album because that's how relationships are. Nobody can sub in for you. You gotta do it
do
yourself.
the work. Gotta do the work.
And I don't care how bad them notes you hitting, dog. Look, if the messaging is right, you gonna be good. You feel me? All right.
On to the next song.
Yeah, this record is called "It's Over Now," and that's you having to reflect and come to the grips that it is over, but it's something to learn and lessons to learn behind that.
Let me start crying.
No, I mean you don't have you just
I don't understand how we got to this point. We was together. Somebody's over now. I mean, how?
You gotta.
It's over now. It's over now. I lost it all. I did it all. I lose. Only been in love like this one time. I swear. Can't get you off my mind. I swear. I know that I got to move on, but I don't know how. And I feel no feelings whenever you come around. I do. Rolling the dice daily now. Missing you like crazy now. Days are getting wavy now. I let the bottle lay me down. Hoping that you're waiting around when I call to say hello. I just wanted you to know I never loved like this before. It's over now. I lost it all. I did it all. I lose. Lost you again. It's over now. It's over now.
I got to hear my brother.
I lost it all. I did it all. I know it's over. I do it all. I'm in my feelings. Things ain't been kosher, no. I got to get back to where we used to be. I took for granted that you would never leave. And that was my problem, probably like my papa. You were just him, I was rock bottom. Yeah, I was wrong, I'm being honest. I cannot ride without you beside me. Lost on the road, without you the hole. And I need you close, and I was just hoping you would come back home again. Without you, I can't win, I know. It's over now. I lost it all. I did it all. I lose. It's over now. It's over now. I lost it all. I did it all. I lose. It's over now.
So, the ending part, that solo guitar part, who was that?
Mike Hartnett.
Ooh,
Yeah, the homie
shout out to
Mike.
Mike.
Mike Hartnett been playing on records for me since 2008. That's the same guitarist on me and my old school. When I pull up, it's on. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's the homie.
So it's over now, and
It's over.
it feels like you're realizing that you have some issues that you have to work on.
Yeah, and the relationship is done.
But you want to make it work.
Yeah, but you tried to make it work. But because it's still, I mean, you know, with certain things, it's like it's so much healing that goes on, and then it's
and
a process.
personal healing.
Yes.
Which is why you have to do the work.
You got to do the work.
Which is why it's no features on here because you're the only one. You got to do the work.
Can't sub in nobody.
Hey,
to do that hook
somebody
for you.
help me.
Yes,
Somebody.
you cannot.
Oh
Yes,
man.
ma'am.
So now we get into this next song
You trying
to where
get over it.
I've been there. And these my lashes was super wet, like super wet,
Yeah.
to where they just fell off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord Jesus!
It's like, how do I move on?
Yo,
What do I do?
but them shot glasses just keep coming.
Listen, come on now.
Yeah.
So this next song is called "Wet Lashes and Shot Glasses."
Yeah.
Tell us about this song.
I mean, it's the idea when all your friends or features of people or homies that pull up, be like, yo, bro, you got to get out the house.
Yeah.
Or, Miss Lady, you got to get out the house. And they rally around to take you out.
Yeah.
And you still hurting, but then throughout the night, you start to remember who you were in the very first song part. And you start to build that courage up. And then the shot glasses get coming out. And in your case, you know, no smoking, but, you know, some good herbal treatment get to coming out. And then, you be like, I got my mojo back.
Get my mojo back.
You know, the problem with that is a large part of it you still haven't dealt with whatever the emotions that you've been going through.
Yeah.
But in the moment it feels so good. So them lashes still wet because you still crying over that shit. But that shot glass got you so turned.
Come on, I'm like, right now.
Fuck this shit.
I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Forget these. I'm all on it.
You make a mistake.
What a man with money. I'm here.
Lord
Period.
Jesus. Oh God.
Where they at? Where they at? Period. We done.
Oh my. Love does not live there anymore.
But if you want to circle the block.
Oh my Jesus. Hey,
got my lashes all wet.
This is what this album is all about. These kind of conversations, guys. You want to have these kind. Does it really matter if this love is real? You want to have
it does. It really does. Got my lashes
circle the
all
block.
wet. Circle the block, baby.
Lord Jesus.
Circle. Bend the block. Bend the block.
Shout out to y'all don't even know that Mina, mother K.R.I.T was over here just turning it up right now. Like, Lord Jesus. Yeah, turn it up. But this is Wet Lashes and Shot Glasses. Shout out to Roland. She's the only feature. She starts the song off.
They said zoom in.
Zoom in. That's what I was.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, I didn't know if I was supposed to hear that. Shout out to Dutch, you know.
But you be so bad. I'm gonna be a video. Everybody gonna be crying. The bottles are everybody when it's on the party. Everybody gonna be crying. That's what life is.
Shot glasses, joint ashes, don't need you anyway. Yes,
everybody was crying.
No status, better off our separate ways. While we drank and smoked, while we teardrops fall. While we drank and smoked, while we teardrops fall. While we drank and smoked, love come round, love ain't here no more. I guess I'll wipe off the car, let's play up, dust off the gum, and later sign up the old school, knocking doors in the parking lot. Show me the pros that's going, call up the homies, knowing my heart's a broken moment. I've been at home a lot. I gotta step out, I gotta ride clean. I'm on a mission to get over you in my time machine. And this hood don't return, ain't no rearview mirror ever clearer than the vodka shot that wipe my tears away. Wet lashes, shot glasses, joint ashes, don't need you anyway. Yes, baggage, we had it, no status, better off our separate ways. While we drank and smoked, while we drank and smoked, while we drank and smoked, when love come round, love ain't here no more. I'm tryna whip, she like speed. I got the ice, she tryna ski. I'm on the way, she like it deep. Who getting paid without me? I'm on skates, you on feet. My shit laid, we don't crease. We don't flex over at a point, the stick hard to see. Who gon' stop us? Who gon' stop us when it rain? Ain't no marble, ain't no dime. How we pop a rollin', bowling? You can't clock us too legit. You can't lock us. Hang my jersey in a locker club. Bottles always poppin'. Who need love? Who you stop it? Wet lashes, shot glasses, joint ashes. Don't need you anyway. Yes, baggage, we had it. No status, better off our separate ways. While we drank and smoked, 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 love come round, love ain't here no more.
Bend the block.
Bow.
about it in between the song. We're talking about how a lot of people go through situations in relationships, and their friends come in and sweep them off their feet and say, "Girl, let's go out. Put your freakum dress on. Don't worry about these niggas. It's all good."
Yeah, my conversation don't go like that.
Or come on,
hey,
bro.
Hey, you know what it is. We goddamn pulling up real quick. We gonna goddamn pause the ball. We gonna goddamn,
But what happens when you get back home? Because you don't deal with what's actually going on.
You by yourself. And then you were piped up then, but all them emotions flow even more. And depending on how many bottles you pop, shit, that depends on how much you gonna think about what you dealt with. You feel me? Because it's all gonna come back rushing. And then all you do, most people, you got so many things that remind you of your experience in your house. So it all comes back. So you still haven't dealt with the idea of letting go.
So now we get into
all the time. And this is the reflective part. And being okay with the idea of riding clean by yourself. And it's all good.
Up in the block.
Oh my God.
Come back.
I
need you.
I still got shout out all these musicians that I work with after this record. Or the record after that.
All the time I spent all the corners bent. Truly means nothing if you've never been in love. Truly means nothing if you've never been in love. Woke love with a slab of do. Chop with an attitude. Get back what you had to do. Everything by capital. Came up with never good. Diamonds always against the wood. You probably would have had a crib, but you went and got a land to be. Got a girl there right to be. Drop top for your dropping leave. She said when the paint gets great and it ain't on flat, but you got to see. Pop trunk and your shoulder glow. Ain't nothing she ain't seen before. You ain't even try to hold it though. You ain't never been in love before. Listen. All the time I spent. I went and copped a slide with chrome on the tires, pink in the rain, put the swings in the visor, banging the trunk like the trunk could be louder, candy painted like a Willy Wonka rapper, Taylor made the suit so Dan ain't even dapper, player with my stature, stepping out, clean on him, had a horizontal kinda lean on him, while I'm screwed up, zooted up, double cut too, top did down, but the AC blew on a hot summer day when the freeze out to play, let the baby pay the way, cause the kid coming through, but coming down ain't quite all it seems, Jackers on lurk and the lost hunting, I'ma tell you about it in these need I'm beat, popped up twice when I find a queen, all the time I spent.
See? Ooh, them notes.
That was the part.
Look at them notes.
Like, it literally truly means nothing if you've never been in love, because you don't understand it.
You will not understand it. It don't matter. You gotta be in love to understand it.
It don't mean nothing. You bent them corners.
Yeah. You bent them corners and she like, it don't matter you on flats. What is this candy paint started to fade? Fuck. It don't mean nothing. Be in love.
Tell us how you feel.
I'm just saying. Be in love. Love somebody.
So listen. So no, it's fine. I love it. The name of this album is Digital Roses Don't Die.
Digital Roses Don't Die.
So tell us, if you can, what's your favorite digital rose?
What's my favorite digital rose? Man, my dad sent me a picture of my grandparents probably like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And it was so amazing to see my granddaddy, who I never met, and my grandmother that young.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine whatever they were thinking in that photo. I can't talk to them. I don't know even the person that took the photo, and I don't even know what the story is around them taking the photo. But upon looking at it, and the age I am, which I'm older than what they were in that photo, I can only imagine what they was thinking.
Wow.
What they was dreaming, what they wanted, what they was excited about.
Yeah.
And this is not a social media photo. It ain't HD. it's a photo, dog. A picture of a
Like
picture.
a picture of a picture.
And I'm like, wow. And so I'm super excited to document my life in that way where people can just look back and like, damn man, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Cause they looked so young and so happy and so excited. And they had no kids and they was just like, hey, we in a photo
It's
booth.
us.
And I'm like, yo, that's
And no filters.
no, fuck no. Black and white.
No
Black and white,
filters.
goddamn. But that wasn't no color back then in photos.
So if you had to choose out of your 12 albums, right?
Yeah.
Which one would be your favorite Digital Rose? I know that's gonna be hard, but
all of them. They're just different petals.
I love all my keys.
Nah, it's one complete rose and petals just fall off.
Ooh, I like that.
That's all.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, I haven't got to my final one yet, so it's just one complete rose.
So let's get into the next song, which is
More Than Roses. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so More Than Roses is to not only sum up the album, but to curate an idea that all the time we spend around our loved ones, the community we build, the family we build, the way we document our lives is a digital rose in a sense, and to love on your people and to actually enjoy those experiences and talk about them, because I think we all went through so much 2020, 2021 that it created this narrative where if you thought you was cool with being by yourself, when you can't be around nobody, you probably ain't cool being by yourself. And so when you finally got around community, it reminded you how much you needed that energy, the positive energy, the conversations, whether they were going nowhere or whether they were the most enlightened conversations ever, it means so much now. And so More Than Roses is just to sum up the entire album in a sense.
Well, here it goes.
Yeah, let's go. I'm over here.
And let us know in the comments too if you guys have been vibing out, if you guys been loving it. I know I have. Here we go.
Funny how time can fly from younger to the wise. Morning, dew tonight, you're still the apple of my eye. I know you're fine with roses. I love you more than roses. But digital roses don't die, time can change. Hope we don't do the same. This digital bouquet, I hope it brightens up your day. I know you're fine with roses. I love you more than roses. But digital roses don't die. No matter the rain that falls, this love we have is true. Despite the darkness of days, a bouquet of flowers for you. Let me cherish the time to stay. This love we have is true. Just in case I don't see you again, let me stay the flowers for you.
Listen, can we just yes? Can we just
Can
we? Digital roses don't die.
I'm gonna lean on Dutch, the flute player, bro, because I ain't been naming the homie. But the homie that played the flute, bro, we got you in the credits. I'm so sorry I can't think of his name right now, but he crushed it.
Man,
fucking crushed
killed
it.
it. Killed it. You hear, it's like you wrapping up this entire album with that flute at the end. It's like a sound of completion, right?
Yes.
It sound like, okay, the weight is off my shoulders.
Yeah.
I went through this relationship. I
Yeah.
went through this
It's a-
whole kind of situation,
Yep.
and it made me a better person. I learned
Exactly.
from it, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, what's next?
The unknown.
The
Sometimes
unknown.
Unknown is beautiful.
So with that being said,
Yeah.
what is next for you?
Oh man, tour.
Let's talk about it.
We going on tour, man. Shout out to homie LA Price. Definitely go to bigcrit.com/tour. Definitely go get your tickets right now. I'm pretty sure the album is either out right now, about to be out in like
That
a
was
few
about to be my next,
minutes.
yep.
And yeah, man, just continuously making music. Multi as a label. We are completely launched. So we got some artists getting ready to come out, scoring movies, making movies, all this stuff. Yeah.
So let's say Big Crit is 80 years old.
Oh, let's go. Lord willing,
Right?
let's go.
You chilling on
Live
the
a
island.
long life.
You chilling on an island somewhere. How
Are
do
you
you?
giving me island?
Yeah, I'm giving you island vibes, right?
Okay.
How do you want to be remembered?
As a king.
Remembered in time.
Yes. As a king.
Okay, I like it.
Maybe at that point all the pedals done failed. I'm just kicking it.
Just kicking it, just
kicking it,
relaxing,
just
enjoying the fruits of
relaxing.
your labor.
Yes, and then but still putting on for the side.
Really? Ain't no retiring.
I mean, no, when I say put on for the side, that don't mean I gotta rap. Hold on. I can just put on for the side, like investing in other artists, investing in businesses in my city, and like building up my city and making sure I shine a positive light and reflection on where I'm from.
I love that.
And creating generational wealth. Please do that.
That's what I'm talking about. This has been such an amazing experience. I'm hoping that the viewers and the listeners and everybody that tuned in tonight really enjoyed this live listening experience. I commend you.
Thank you.
Because I will say this, there's so many rappers that can't do a full album without cursing.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I did.
It is very difficult.
Yeah.
It is very difficult, especially when you grow up where we grow up from. Like, it's difficult.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was doing it till it was done. And then I was
But
like,
it's beautiful to see
yeah.
that someone young,
Yeah.
someone old, someone our age
Yes.
can relate to your music.
Yes.
All walks of life, all genres of life. Anybody can relate and they can hear it and not have to turn it down.
That's right.
They can play it with the music up, and you know what I'm saying?
Blast
They can
it.
blast it in their car.
Come out to play. Blast that, please.
Y'all, come out to play.
Blast that.
Come
That
out
is
to
a beautiful. That's a beautiful picnic record.
A picnic. Y'all go back and listen to Come Out to Play. And the fireworks at the end.
Nah, Juneteenth. Play that Juneteenth loud as fuck. Everywhere you go. Juneteenth, play that shit loud as fuck.
When y'all play it, I need
Not July
y'all.
4th, but Juneteenth.
Matter of fact, have a rose with you. Okay.
Hey, have a rose with you. Why not?
I am done. I mean,
And a synthesizer. Why not?
you know what?
That's a new word for what I just created.
Oh my
a new
God!
word for
Any last comments you want to say? Anybody else you want to shout out that help you on this amazing
Yeah, man.
project?
Shout out to all the musicians, man, that I work with once again. Shanti, man, violinist, A&R, the project. Dutch, my manager, also executive producer project. Shout out to J. Brad, Gerald Alexander, Mike Harden. Shout out to Mo Dre. Shout out to Rollin. Flute, man, I can't think of the homie name, but killed it. Trust me, we're going to drop all the credits as well. Shout out to K for Will, the mother of K for Will, Amina. Shout out to Sig, you know what I'm saying? Miss Basketball, thank you kindly. You know what I'm saying? Steve O. Yeah, hold on, you ain't in this motherfucker. Chill.
Sorry.
I'm on it, bro.
Sorry.
Give me some time.
I'm sorry.
Damn, man.
My
Shout out to Steve O, GFC, yes. And the homie got his own fashion. I got my own thing going on. Flowers, 1-800.
Yeah.
Bleed that dude, man. Goddamn, do me off. DJ Wallace Smalls, what it is? Big Son, Southwest P. Goddamn, man. Nah, I'm fucked up now. The goddamn fucking just ruined it. I had the whole list together. Yeah, I said one of the flowers. Fuck. Don't go there. That is not the homie. We gonna put together what the homie with. That is not it. Do not go there.
Urban still.
Urban stems. Thank you.
Oh my God. Listen.
Hey, it's all good. More time to the motherfucking sun died, man. God damn. Thank you, kindly Dutch.
This has been such an amazing experience. Listen, the album comes out very, very soon. Make sure you guys go and pick up the album. Digital Roses Don't Die.
Shout out to E Beauty. We out here, man.
You see him with the roses?
I got the roses. See, I had it figured out. Yeah, on the side. Yeah, because they can see it. So
It's not on the back like the album. It's on the side. It's on the side. Listen, thank you all so much. Have an amazing night. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram and all other social media platforms. The tour is coming. Get ready. Get your tickets. We are coming to a city near you.
Mississippi Well Connected.
And don't forget, digital roses do not die. They don't.
Shout out to Portia. Shout out to Shiloh. I'm trying. I had my list together. It's all this for.
The Oscars music is rolling now.
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
Lord,
I don't care. Good job. Bam. Yay.
play some background.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, you could. Oh.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Appreciate you.
Love you
Too much
guys.
good looking. Rachel, what's good, baby?
It's going down.
Bye,
Baby.
Gang, gang.
Hey, son.